In our surroundings, we often observe that a certain type of person ends up falling for another specific type. Why is that? Well, this might be because of the personalities they have along with certain other qualities. In this way, empaths are known to be especially vulnerable to love bombs and being with people who idolize them. Today we're going to talk about why that happens, so make sure to watch until number 5 as you'll find it very intriguing. First, what is love bombing? Love bombing is an attempt to influence a person by demonstrations of attention and affection. It can be used in different ways and for either positive or negative purposes. Psychologists have identified love bombing as a possible part of a cycle of abuse and have warned against it. Now, let's go over 5 reasons why empaths fall for love bombing. Number 1, they are people-centered. Now, you might be wondering, what does being people-centered mean? It means that they have strong attachments to people and like to be surrounded by them. They feel the constant need to be there for others by helping them, taking care of them, listening to them, and making them feel better. Also, empaths are usually very good at understanding what the other person is trying to express or convey, and they can help them make decisions accordingly. And they don't even feel exhausted doing all of this. Why? Because it's their basic nature. They can't help but be the way they are, kind and caring. It is not often that they cross paths with someone with the same personality as their own, but when they do, they immediately feel a connection, as they feel like they are able to understand what they do for people because of their similarity. Oftentimes, they immediately end up falling for the other person and let go of the walls and boundaries that they have built around them. They try to get close to the person that they think is similar to them, and when that happens, they feel like they're being understood. Their reasoning for that is that they show concern and care for others, and so they feel cherished and adored when they're treated in the same way. And the more they are love-bombed by the other person, and the more apparent affection they're shown, the more attached they feel. A feeling of belonging takes a hold of them. In situations like these, people even tend to ignore the red flags and often don't follow their common sense, just because, despite all odds, they start to trust them and care for them. Their sense of judgment appears to be clouded because they are so lost in their partner and in the love that they have. And once an empath grows close to someone, it becomes very hard to keep their distance or take some time away for their own self. Number 2, many empaths don't have strong boundaries. For empaths, it is very hard to say no or resist when they are being love-bombed. They feel like a bad person when they refuse or say no even when it is necessary. They feel the constant urge to be there for others and to help and support them. Also, when a person is trying hard to win them over, it is very difficult for them to say no. Empaths feel the need to be validated, to be appreciated for the efforts they put in for others, and the time and care they give them. So at the end of the day, when someone gives them even a small compliment, they feel indebted and feel like they have to do something in return. Sometimes, even when they are not being treated as fairly as they should be, they try to reason with other people's bad behavior. They often think, maybe they did that because they're having a bad day, or maybe I did something to hurt them, and so on. Number 3, they usually fall for narcissists. Narcissists tend to have a charming personality that attracts people and draws them in. Empaths are no different. They too have a hard time ignoring the seemingly perfect narcissists. They are impressed by the way a narcissist carries himself or herself, the way they talk, the way they smile, and their confident personality. Another one of their irresistible qualities is their funny nature and also their good looks. Well, of course, they need something good to be narcissistic about, right? With qualities like these, it is certainly hard for someone to ignore them, especially for an empath because they're good observers and often scan their surroundings and the people in them. When a narcissist picks up an empath as the one, they feel very special and loved. This is mostly because the narcissist showers them with love bombs and witty compliments to win them over, and it is extremely hard for an empath to ignore all of that. Number 4, empaths lack self-love. Usually, empaths give out so much love to others that they have hardly any left for their own selves. They spend so much time and effort on others and fixing their problems, they don't get to sit down with themselves and have a conversation. Even when they feel like they need attention or affection, they can't seem to say it out loud because they feel like they might be wasting the other person's time and that they must have better things to do. While asking for help, empaths feel whiny and selfish, so they hardly do it. Oftentimes, empaths keep themselves busy on their goal so that they don't have to deal with their own problems and things that are bothering them. This is also one of the reasons that they end up with narcissists, because they don't give them much time and drain all the energy out of the empaths. And the empathetic person says nothing because he or she feels like they're being a bad friend or partner. Empaths don't spend time on their self-care and often suffer from poor mental health. The catch is that they don't let anyone know, so others don't even know that they are suffering. What they need are nice people around them that make them feel like they are important too, and need to take time out for themselves first and do the little things that make them happy. And of course, empaths make excellent friends, but sometimes they need others to take care of them as well and treat them with the same care and affection that they so selflessly give out to the people around them. Number 5. They keep their inner child alive. Empaths are full of wonder and kindness and ready for new adventures because they don't let the child in them die no matter how hard the times get. They tell themselves not to get bitter because of the world. The most important thing for them is their kindness and giving heart. And although this is an exceptional quality to have, some people take advantage of this and become too selfish. They surround themselves with empaths so that they can feel validated and have someone to constantly praise them and make them feel good about themselves. And the empaths, being the kind people they are, can't say no. They give all they have so that other people can feel good and happy. If you're someone who keeps their inner child alive, you refuse to quit, and you never allow anything to hold you down, but rather you are resilient and you always bounce back, then you're likely an empath. Once you find something that you get attached to, you stick to it even when things become hard for you. One of the major reasons that empaths fall for people who love bomb them is because even if they don't show it, empaths want to be loved and appreciated. And oftentimes, they can't tell the difference between positively genuine and red-flagged love bombs. And if you liked this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, "I subscribed," and we will personally reply to your comment.